Hey guys, today I'm reviewing the most recent Netflix movie that is named Okja. Some people say it in a different way. There's a girl in the movie that says it in a different way, but I think it's Okja or Okja, if you will. This is a story about a little girl, no, not really a little girl, about a company that releases animals that are called super pigs, which are basically huge pigs. That's it. And these pigs, there are like 20, I think, produced initially, and they are sent to all the corners of the world to local farmers in order for them to do like a contest and see who has the best super pig, basically. So years later, we learned that there's a girl in South Korea who has one of these pigs, and she has built a really nice relationship with her pig called Okja. And yeah, they have like this cute little friendship, and she lives with her grandpa, and it's all really nice until the company finally gets to them, and they check Okja and decide that she's the best super pig they have seen from the group. So they have decided to take her to Seoul and then to New York City for a big presentation of the best super pig. The thing is that the girl hasn't realized that the contest, all it's about is just a promotion for a meat producing company. Basically, they produced meat for people to eat, which isn't really that surprising. So there's like this terrorist group that supports animals. So they kidnap Okja in order to put her like a beaconing, like a like a location device, if you will, a GPS device, in order to know where she's going. And then they convince the girl to let them do that, and the girl is taken also by the company in order to have a good PR moment in New York. And Okja goes through all these awful stuff because the company, I mean, all the contest and everything was a cover for producing super pigs and killing them and selling that meat, which isn't surprising again, which annoyed me. This movie is really good. However, it really annoyed me that people are using this movie to say, "Oh, I'm not going to eat meat anymore. This is outrageous. I didn't know the meat industry was like this." In what fucking world do you live in? I mean, in what world do you live in that you don't really know where your meat is from? I mean, that is just ignorant at this point. I mean, we're in 2017. You should be able to know and to research and to get into all the information you want about everything you are concerned about. And food should be of greater concern of everyone. I absolutely hate people that just watch a documentary and say, "Oh, we're overproducing, I don't know, lettuce, so I shouldn't eat more lettuce." Or we're overproducing fish, over catching fish, so I'm not going to eat tuna anymore in my life. Or people that are just so sentimental and just that jump right to the extreme response. I mean, the tuna thing is actually good, a good response, but the other things are just stupid. I mean, are you really going to stop eating meat, or going to change your vision of what a pig is, like what it is, just because you saw this movie? That's just hypocritical. You have always known that pigs are there because people eat them. I mean, wild pigs exist. They are called boars, and they live freely everywhere in the world, and they're just fine. They are eaten by other animals, but they're fine in general. And pigs, like the common pig, like the farm pig, they are there to be eaten. I mean, they're not there to be pets. I mean, it's just recently that people have decided that many animals that are not supposed to be pets have become that. But that's not the case. I mean, I know that many videos have come out, like the cows frolicking around the grass after being imprisoned, basically in a factory, or the chickens, the processing of chickens and everything. And yes, that's awful, and that should end. That treatment of animals should end because it's inhuman. The fact that we are going to eat them doesn't mean that you have to mistreat them. That's the difference I make. And that's what I'm concerned about as a consumer. As a consumer, I don't want animals that I eat to have suffered, because because I don't want to think about that when I eat. I don't want to be guilty of the suffering of other beings, because I do think that's sad, that shouldn't be done. I mean, I think that's awful. However, I'm not going to blame everyone that eats meat because people eat meat. I mean, that's just stupid. What I really like about this movie is that it's real. It's really real towards the end, particularly. And sorry, spoiler alert, but the ending is not really that surprising, to be honest. But I mean, spoiler alert, at the end, Okja is about to be, stunned in the head, because that's how cows and sometimes pigs are killed. Not really pigs. Pigs are killed in awful manner. But, cows are killed with like stun into their head like electricity, and so they do the same thing with super pigs in the movie. When they're about to kill Okja, and what the girl does is that she has this golden pig that her grandpa gave her, and she negotiates with the president of the company to buy Okja. And that's the most realistic way that movie ended. Could have ended. I mean, if it had ended in any other way, it would have been just stupid. But the movie attempted to show what it's like to manage a company, all the process that it requires to get out a new product. I mean, you see that the persons around the company, they're not all evil people. They're just people that are doing their jobs. For example, the PR lady who actually portrayed Myrtle in Harry Potter, she's just doing her job. She's a little bit of a bitch, but she's just doing her job. She's not thinking about all the other things. And yes, some of the most awful things in history have been done by people just doing their job. However, that's the reality of the thing. And I think that showing how things really work, it works much better than just telling a story about some pig that miraculously escaped. That would have been just ridiculous. It got a little bit corny at the end again, when they were walking away after she bought the pig, and they saw like this couple of super pigs with their baby, and they held their baby out of the fence in order for Okja and the girl to help the little pig and to be free. I mean, that was really, I don't know if it was needed. It's like a punch to the stomach that I don't think it was really necessary, but movies are like that, so I'm not really surprised. The performances in this movie are really, really good. The girl is amazing, just really amazing. I think this is her first movie. And Seo-hyun, that's her name. Tilda Swinton, of course, is just incredible. She's incredible in everything she does. Although she has done many similar characters before, which is kind of weird, but I mean, she's allowed to. She's really a great actress. Paul Dano is in this. Lily Collins is actually in this too, and she's good. Paul Dano is good too. Most of the people are really interesting and sometimes really funny and sometimes really dramatic. The grandpa is nice. The only performance that I think it's like a bit too weird is one of the zoologists played by Joon-ho. He's just too out there sometimes, and it's kind of annoying, but you eventually understand why he's like that. I mean, he was in television after all, and he wants to have his fame back, basically. And what people do to get fame is portrayed through him, and it's very disgusting. I mean, it's really awful. I mean, it really makes you think like, oh my god, people are really capable of doing awful things in order to get what they want. And that's one other thing that this movie really did great. I mean, people are focusing too much on this movie being about animals and the meat industry and all of that. I mean, yes, it's the subject, but I think that on the bottom of it all, it's the story about a little girl and her best friend, and how she manages to get her best friend out of a really awful situation that has been happening, is happening, and will keep happening because we are 7 billion people. For me, the important thing is not just to not to end meat production, because that's just ridiculous and just stupid, because the body needs meat to survive in small amounts, I should say. However, I think that the problem with meat production is that it's not equal. I mean, not everyone gets access to meat, and not everyone has the same proportion to buy it, basically. I mean, if every single person in the world had the same amount of meat to consume monthly, let's say, that would be perfect. The same amount for every single person, that would be awesome, but that's not what we have, and that's where we should be aiming at. So I think that's incredible that this movie addresses many of the things that I just said, like the company, all how the company works, also the friendship between the animal and her owner, and all those little things that make this movie really great. I mean, this movie has a great cinematography, nice art direction, nice costume design, actually, and I think it was all filmed in South Korea, so that's really, really great. I'm excited when I see movies filmed in other countries that are not European countries or the US or Canada. So that's really great. I hope Netflix keeps betting for movies like this with different production values, let's say. I think that's great. So yeah, I really recommend this movie if you want to see it. See it with an open mind, please. Don't focus on just one thing when you see a movie. It's a recommendation in general. So yeah, this was a movie review for Okja. You can see it now on Netflix, and thank you so much for watching my review. Please leave a comment down below on what you think about this movie. Like the video, of course, share this video in your social media, in all your social things, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, and sorry for my rambling. Bye.